أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به إنه من يهده فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم عبده ورسوله أيها الأحبة في الله أحييكم بتحية الإسلامية المباركة أقول قائلا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We give thanks and praise to Almighty Allah, the Lord of incomparable, inexhaustible majesty. Beseech Allah to shower His blessing and His mercy on His noble Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, his household, his companion, his relatives, and those who follow the virtues of his teaching till the day of accountability. Brothers and sisters in Islam, extending my greeting to you by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is yet another day in our life. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has spared and strengthened our life till this moment. We thank Him for sparing us, for making us healthy, making us fulfilled as Muslims. We ask Allah to increase us in all these bounties and to also prevent us from falling backward in life. Without wasting much of our time this morning, our spiritual diet or food for thought will center around a very thought-provoking lecture or topic, which is La taghdab, do not be angry. La taghdab, do not be angry. As we all know that anger is a feature or trait that is characterized with violence with quite a lot of animalistic behavior. Though it's part of human nature to express anger, to display some level of emotional violence. But at the same time, when you say anger, how do we perceive it? Because it's virtually everybody's trait, everybody's character. But it must be managed. It must be curtailed. Otherwise, it's going to create uncontrollable consequences or implication. So therefore, we have some foundational understanding that we need to have about what might cause anger or what might inflict anger. For example, there's one thing we need to get right, that you can be inflicted or you can be influenced in three ways. At times, you might be made to express anger due to interaction with people around you or situation around you. For example, some people might infuriate you ignorantly. At times, an ignorant influence can trigger anger in you. That is why in Islam, Islam wants us to always give excuse. Somebody who, in one way or the other, make you to be angry might do it out of ignorance. At times, you can also be inflicted or influenced as a result of unintentional gesture. Somebody might also inflict you with anger or make you to be angry unintentionally. I mean mistakenly. So when you have this kind of situation that somebody bring about anger in you mistakenly, what should be your reaction? What is expected of you as a human, as a person? And on the last note, somebody might also indict you intentionally. When it happens intentionally, what's expected of you? What should be your action as Muslims? Because today we have seen, we've witnessed different cases, cases that are very worst, cases that are not, that are very disheartening. That people will end up killing, people might end up abusing, might end up creating a situation that is not godly. At times, father might handle a child out of hunger and end up inflicting injury on such child. At times, husband will go extra mile to abuse the wife out of anger. At times, friends, relationship broken, family, run down out of anger. So therefore, what is expected of you when it comes to the issue of anger? And this will take us to one of the hadith that a man came to Rasulullah and asked him, say, Ya Rasulullah, awsini, say, O you Prophet, admonish me. And the Prophet said unto him, La taghdab. He came the second time and asked. The Prophet said, La taghdab. And the man came third time. He said, La taghdab. He said, do not be angry. Do not be angry. Do not be angry. For the Prophet to have emphasized this warning 3 consecutive times at the request or demand of the man that came to him, it has a very cursive reasons. Do not be angry, because anger is very devastating, very destructive. It's just like a wildfire. When the fire, gutted anything, such thing will be destroyed. That is why the Prophet said, Al-ghadab min ash-shaytan. Anger is from shaitan, and shaitan is made from fire. Anytime you express or you display anger, you are more or less influenced. You are more or less under the influence of shaitan. So you're going to display or act like wildfire, a destructive fire. That is why, as far as Islam is concerned, That is why it is very advisable for any Muslims, when you are being induced, when you are being influenced, and somebody, you know, makes you angry, you should try as much as possible to control yourself, to manage your emotion. That is why Prophet said that Laysa Shadid. He said it's not the powerful, such person who is able to wrestle, who is able to beat, who is able to suppress others or subject others to punishment when it's been induced with anger. But he said the powerful is he who is able to control his anger, his emotion, when it's been induced with anger. As Muslims, we should be able to control our emotional infuriation. And at the same time, you should look at the position you have. At times, maybe when this situation arises, maybe when you are standing, try as much as possible to sit down. When you are sitting and this situation arises, try as much as possible to stand. Even at times, it is recommended that you take water to quench the flaming fire of satanic influence as a result of the anger in you. This situation is very essential, and we should avoid as much as possible induction or infliction of anger from people. On the final note, as far as Islam is concerned, anger is destructive. Muslims should try as much as possible to avoid this. So we're going to continue in the next episode of this topic. Continue with this story next episode. Try as much as possible to follow us on our Facebook. Subscribe to this channel to watch more of this video. Assalamu alaikum.